Hi Aries, welcome to your annual 2023-24 Astrology Horoscope forecast. I'm Anisha. Welcome to my channel. I speak all about astrology and tarot. Let me break down the year 2023 down for you. We have two planets which are retrograde as we open the year. We have your ruling planet Mars, which is retrograde in your own sign. And then we have Mercury, which is also retrograde in the house of behind the scenes. So the interesting thing is that it's quite a slow note to start with, but then the good thing is also that we're starting on a note of introspection. It can be that for a lot of you, since the retrograde and your own planet Mars, which is retrograde, and it's not too happy being retrograde because Mars is all around action. As are you, lovely Aries. You want to go around and get things done. You're always busy with your to-do list. But Mars has sort of been put in a room. He's all ready. He wants to party, but there's no place to go. And you're being asked to have a look at yourself, your dreams, your desires, your wishes. What is it that you want out of life? Where it is that you see yourself? Who it is that you see yourself? What is the kind of work that you want to do? How it is that you want others to perceive you? All of these questions are being put under scrutiny for you. Mercury also, since it is retrograde, not a great time to be buying, even though it is a new year that we are entering into, but still not a great time to be buying heavy ticketed items, especially electronics. And for those of you who insist that no, we really need to be doing some big ticket items purchases this year or starting of the year, ensure that you have your warranties in place, ensure that you have a refund slips or receipts, because it's in all likelihood it could get into a technical snag. Also a good time to be taking backup of all your gadgets. On March the 8th, we have Saturn that changes sign, and it is resonating with Neptune, which is there in Pisces, and it moves into your house of behind the scenes. It's a time of healing, of forgiveness, of leaving the past behind. And Saturn is going to be sweeping through your closet, through your emotional closet, Aries. And it's going to be demanding that you take a good hard look at what is it that you're hiding over there. And is the process going to be uncomfortable? For sure, for most of us, it can be quite uncomfortable. But also, it's very important for you to be getting rid of outdated attachments and examining and discarding irrational fears. And it's not only for your own further personal growth, Aries. It is also it will ultimately be also a huge sigh of relief that you're going to be heaving. This house specifically, where Saturn is going to be transiting for you, it is some ways also known as a dumping ground for things that we have left undone. So great time to be looking at things, at maybe emotional issues. Maybe there is some family skeleton over there, maybe something you're not too comfortable dealing or addressing with your families over there. Maybe there's some family genetic illness that comes over there which needs to be looked at. This is also a house where we literally can be our own enemy. We can become undone as well. And Saturn over here, hence, wants us to sort through the junk. And he wants us to keep only the things that we truly need for our further development. This process at times can be quite lengthy, and it can also feel quite slow, but you need to be doing it properly, Aries. So try not to rush, especially with difficult emotions. If you have been experiencing, whether it's a difficult marriage, or it's a toxicity at work, or there are difficult friendships, try not to sort of brush it under the carpet and say, no, it's all right, I will deal with it later. But it's a good time to be examining it as well. It's a time wherein that you are, it's important for you that you deal with the endings with utmost care, with as much as care that you deal with beginnings. So as much as care that you take when you're starting a friendship, when you're starting a partnership, it's equally important that when you're leaving a relationship, when you're closing something, that you do it with that much of grace, with that much of compassion as well. After this transit, because this is there in your house of behind the scenes, Saturn is literally preparing you for your own house of self, which will happen after 3 years. But this is really your preparation ground right now, so that you can completely clean your emotional closet, and you can deal with things which have been left undealt so far. Now, the wonderful way to be dealing also with the Saturn transit phase in this specific house is to have moderation and caution. So try not to be too aggressive. Try, and especially because this has, again, when I'm saying aggression, it's not that you're being aggressive with others, but being aggressive with yourself emotionally. When we're very impatient with ourselves, when we just push ourselves, either it is physically, that we'll keep working out to the level where we can just, it becomes punishing, but we don't let ourselves off the hook, that how dare we not be in shape, that how dare our bodies not be that perfect size 0, or, look like those glossy models that we see. A lot of compassion, a lot of kindness is being asked, Aries, especially for our own selves. How it is that you treat yourself, how gentle is it that you are with yourself. Do you listen to your body, when it is saying that, maybe I can just do 3 kilometers and I can't. And of course, I'm not confusing laziness with it, but when you are really tired and when your body is sort of giving up, do you listen to your body and say that this is what it is? That I'm not doing this out of peer pressure and or any insecurity, but this is what my body can handle as of now. So it's a time also to be moving at a slower speed. That's what Saturn is doing. It's coming and literally putting brakes over there, and it's telling you, it's urging you to say that, okay, if you're not going to stop running and rushing around, I'm going to be sort of, creating. And it can be, various things. Either you may find that, you've got a pull muscle in your back, which is not healing forever, or it is a sprain, or it is something, that is there, which you'll find that, very strange, I heal so fast. But at times, Saturn has its own ways of teaching us to slow down as well. And even though it's temporary, because Saturn is there for about 3 years, it's a time to learn and understand your own personal limits as well as your inner strength. Aries, extremely important for you. So carry these lessons as you move beyond the phase, because how you handle life now, it will make all the difference as Saturn moves into the successive parts of your chart. On May the 23rd, we have the most talked about topic in astrology. I think it's the movement of the decade. We have Pluto that is going to be moving signs, and Pluto has been there in your house of career. He's been there in your house of reputation, accolades, and Pluto is now rearing his head and he's looking at your house of friendships. And it's a very, very powerful move, because you can expect a lot of powerful and dynamic people to be entering your life. And Pluto in your house of career may have brought about a lot of change. It may have made you look under the surface and see really what it is or who it is that you're working with, or the kind of work that you're doing. If you were to look 20 years back, you will find that, there's been so much of sifting that has happened as far as your work is concerned. But now, when Pluto finally starts rather ruling into your house of friendships, you will find that there is transformation and there is friendship with a lot of powerful and influential people. And during this time, we can find that there is a tendency to break away with the old friendships and affiliations and groups, which no longer make sense, and establish new ones that are going to have a very profound and transforming influence on your life. So whether it is for good or it is for bad, in some cases it can be that some people receive scholarships, they can receive government grants to fund scientific, artistic, or spiritual work. and you will find that your ideals change during the next 20 years. You'll find Pluto is going to be coming and sort of throwing you with more influential people. In some cases, it also happens, this aspect, when you're yourself becoming a celebrity, when you're sort of becoming an influencer yourself. But be more careful now of the kind of people that you're going to be hanging around with. So there is a danger also at times of almost being consumed, with that. You really want to be ambitious, or you really want to be seen, say, with a X group or influential people, and that can almost become like a obsession, because Pluto tends to bring about obsessiveness as well. So try and see that you stick with genuine, authentic people, that you still have your own tribe with you, Aries. April the 20th, we have solar eclipse, which is there in your own sign, and it's resonating with Jupiter. It's a fabulous, fabulous aspect. So it could be that you are starting something new. Some of you could literally be reinventing yourself. Maybe you could be changing your wardrobe. Maybe you could be looking at things very differently. And with Jupiter over there, it could just be expanding your, the ideas. It could just be expanding also your sense of self. Try, and at times, we also can be quite full of ourselves. It can bring about a lot of grandiose or even ideas in our head, where we feel that, oh, I'm really too good. I really can't be, seen with lesser whatever. So try and keep your feet on the ground while your head can be in the clouds. On the 5th May, we have a lunar eclipse, which is there in your day-to-day chores. It is there in your house of career, your health, and something could be coming to a fruition. In certain cases, it can also be that you have maybe figured out a health issue, maybe something, or a health issue, gets, it goes away, it gets, the treatment has got finished. On May the 17th, we have Jupiter that resonates with Uranus in your house of earned income. This is also the house of self-worth. And it can be that, you try not to, first of all, gamble, because it's an earned income, and Uranus can sort of, give and take with as much as, quickness as, it won't even sort of, you'll just wonder, like, what happened? One day you have like won the lottery, and the next day you realize that, oh, I've lost all that money in stock, or you gambled it out. So try and be careful over that. But other than that, it can be that your earned income increases. Also along with it, your sense of self-worth. On June the 12th, we have Pluto that moves back to your house of career. This is the house of, again, your accolades, where Pluto has been there for the last 20 years. And after the retrograde, after June 12th, after it's there for a while, it's again going to roll back for 20 years into your house of groups of people. October the 14th, we have a solar eclipse, which is there in your house of partnerships, both marriage as well as your business partnership. And again, something you could be starting with a new partnership. Some of you could be starting a new job. This also speaks about getting married. For those of you who are in a committed relationship, you could find yourself getting married as well, or you could be committing yourself now. On October 28th, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of earned income. So it could be, if you have been moonlighting, if you have been in multiple jobs, projects, that maybe that comes to an end. It also speaks about, in certain cases, something is coming to a fruition as far as an income is concerned. Maybe you are letting go of a 9-to-5 job and you want to start your own work, and that is something that maybe towards end of next year you could realize that you want to be in partnership with a friend, and you could be deciding on that as well. The interesting thing this entire year 2023 is that all retrogrades, that is Mercury retrogrades, which are there in April and May, August, September, December, and Jan 2024, they are all going to be in earth signs, which is a very practical, earthy energy. So not a time to be ideating, not a time to be sitting and debating about it, but it's a time to be implementing all those ideas. It's been fabulous speaking with you, Aries. I wish you a fantastic 2023. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.